How do y'all feel about the NBA Cup? I know some people hate it. I know some people love it. I personally like it. I think it's got the guys out there playing with a little bit of passion early in the season, looking to get a little bit more bread in their pockets. And I do believe we are going to see my Los Angeles Lakers hang another banner this season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our NBA Week 6 breakdown. We're going to talk about our top 10 teams after 6 weeks. But first, we're going to go into our question of the week. We're going to go into our poster of the week, which is absolutely insane. Y'all are going to love this one. And number 3, our player of the week. We're going to cover all of this. But before we start this video, if you can hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and comment, do you like the NBA Cup, down in the comments. We are going to start with our question of the week. I came across this on social media and it had me sitting there stuck for about 30 minutes. What team are you going to choose? If you had all three of these teams against each other, who do you think is coming out on top? We'll say in a best of 7 series. We have the 1996 Bulls adding the man, the myth, the legend, the Mamba, Kobe Bryant. This team on defense would be absolutely ridiculous, and adding another offensive piece and defensive piece in Kobe Bryant would be absolutely insane. The 96 Bulls are potentially one of the best NBA teams of all time. Then you have the 2017 Warriors, who are potentially one of the best offensive teams of all time. And you look and you add LeBron James, who, I get it, y'all hate on him. Some of y'all hate him, some of y'all love him, some of y'all agree he's the GOAT. Some of y'all put Michael Jordan above him, but you can't deny the number 1 scorer of all time. And he's not a slouch on defense. He has been in the running for Defensive Player of the Year before. I know everyone loves to say, oh, but he never won Defensive Player of the Year. He got snubbed Defensive Player of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. You had a guy like LeBron James to that strap up and shoot 2017 Warriors team. You take a little bit of pressure of Curry taking the ball down court. You have LeBron bringing the ball down court. And obviously the guy they're not showing on here, I'm not going to lie, is Draymond Green, which would be a massive piece for them in this lineup. The 2017 Warriors are going to be able to shoot with the best of them. And then you look down low. You have the 2004 Los Angeles Lakers adding Larry Bird. And I get it. Oh, Larry Bird wouldn't make it in this era. He's old. I get it. Larry Bird, and I'm tired of us doing this whole era debate. That's why I don't even like entertaining Jordan and LeBron before. We've never seen Jordan in this era. We'll never see LeBron in that era. These guys are premier prime athletes. If you move Larry Bird to 2004, if you move Michael Jordan to 2017, if you move LeBron James to 1996, these guys are built to adapt, overcome, and dominate their competition. That being said, I'm personally rocking the 2017 Warriors because my boy LeBron, LaPookie, LeGoat James is on the team. Let me know what team you think would win in a best of 7 series out of all 3 of these teams down in the comments. On to our poster of the week. Look at Steven Adams and the Rockets. 2 posters in one. The block. Look at the hustle down court to get the rock back. But no, the spin, bam! And an absolute bomb over the head of the Jazz. Look at this. I want to look, inspect the block, the effort. Boom, the block denies one poster. That's a poster all of its own. Down court, the spin, boom! On a grown man in the NBA over the Jazz, finishing our poster of the week. Now we're going to watch it one more time because the effort by Steven Adams is insane. You don't see guys hustling like this in the NBA anymore. The block, all the way down court, get the ball back, the move, and the poster to cap it off. Now, if you think there was a better dunk this week, I want y'all to let me know down in the comments. I don't think anything is holding up to this. I'm going to keep it 100% real with you. Then we're on to, we already did our question. Let's not delete our webcam. That would be terrible. Our player of the week, my boy, Luka. The Don. What he's out here doing with the Los Angeles Lakers is insane. This is a revenge tour, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, he came in a little out of shape. Y'all say out of shape. The dude was hurt. Trading him was absolutely insane. I still don't know what the Mavs were thinking is absolute horrible as they look now, and they're talking about blowing it up. Is music to my ears. It's absolutely hilarious. You fire Nico, and my Los Angeles Lakers get the best potential player in the NBA right now. Just last week, averaged 37 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, 3-0 on the week. Oh, and by the way, he went on a revenge game against the Dallas Mavericks. We love to see it, and we will get more to the Lakers on our top 10 list, trust me. And now into our top 10 teams of the season, starting at number 10, a team that has not made our list before, but it is their time to be here. The Orlando Magic, 2-0 last week with massive wins over the 76ers and the Pistons, performing even better with Banchero out, right? Banchero had a slow start to the season. He's going to come back and be absolutely amazing. He's going to fit right in per usual. 7-2 without their star on the court is showing that this team is young, play physical defense, and can go out there and absolutely score with the best of them. Example, beating the 76ers and beating the Pistons, who I'm not going to lie, the Pistons are on this list. Y'all should know that already. And then Desmond Bane, as inconsistent as he's been to start the season, has put up an insane 37 points to propel the Orlando Magic not only above the Pistons to win the game, but into our top 10 teams of the week. At number 9, we have the Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo and the boys. And when I say the boys, they're absolute not boys. They're absolute dogs on the court, playing amazing team ball. No one really, I don't want to say no one standing out, no one dominating the court in every category. You got guys like, oh my gosh, I forget who's leading their team in points. Norman Powell leading their team in points. You got Jaime Jaquez leading in assists. You got Khalil Ware leading in rebounds. And you got guys fitting in like Bam Adebayo, who's doing it all. And you have the return of Tyler Herro. Major young roles stepping up big time while there are big names out and just competing to be top dogs on this team. The Miami Heat are inevitable, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go out here and hoop night in and night out. They're gritty, they're deep, and they have performers in on the starting series and on the bench. At number 8, the San Antonio Spurs. I do feel like they've had a bit of a fall off. It's not an insane fall off. Obviously, when you lose a guy like Wemby, you're not going to look as good as you did before. But when you get a guy back like De'Aaron Fox, it's going to heal the wound of losing Wemby. 2-1 on the week. They're really banged up. What a nice game over the Nuggets. A very, very nice banger over the Nuggets. I had to drop this team because the teams above them are performing and are absolutely insane. Will the San Antonio Spurs be back in the top 5? It's inevitable. Wemby's going to come back. He's going to be that dominant force. Very smart. Anyone with a calf injury needs to be sitting out, especially early in the season. The way those linger, I would expect us, if they keep winning games, to probably not see Wemby for another 2 months. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. That is going to take him out of the MVP conversation, unfortunately, as someone who had him as the MVP this year. The San Antonio Spurs are going to be okay. The bench guys are looking good. The depth guys are looking good. They just have to get them healthy so they can make this playoff run. This is a team that can make the playoffs. I am fully confident without Victor Wembanyama, as long as they can stay healthy. You get him back, you put him on a minutes restriction, you get him ready for that playoff run. That being said, at number 7, the Toronto Raptors. This team is super young. And you look at them last year, and you look at them a few years before, everyone's like, oh, why are they trading OG? Why are they trading all these players that are going to be essential to a playoff run? And now you're seeing the full picture. The Toronto Raptors are absolute dogs moving to our number 7 spot. They're young, and they have absolute freak athletes. You got Barrett. You got Quickly. You just have dogs all over the court, and they are out here winning games. They are competing with some of the best teams in the league. And this is one of the biggest surprises on here. Some people would say the Magic is a big surprise. I think the Toronto Raptors being this good are a massive surprise on our list. They're exactly where they need to be. Could they fall out later in the year? Will they stay consistent? I'm not 100% sure. Only time will tell. At number 6, the Denver Nuggets. When I tell you the Nuggets are insane, and I don't know how Nikola Jokic isn't in the GOAT conversation. I don't know if it's because he started doing this a little late, but the level of consistency he's doing it at, averaging a triple-double, is absolutely ridiculous. Averaging a triple-double, reminiscent of the championship Denver Nuggets team. They do have a little bit of a depth problem. Aaron Gordon's already a little bit banged up, but speaking of Aaron Gordon, one of the most full circle players in this league, finally playing to what I think isn't even his full potential. He has the potential to be an absolute leader of this team. He already is a leader of this team. I won't say take over a team. I think he could be any other team's potential number one guy eventually. And the Denver Nuggets have him as their third option because Jamal Murray's out here hooping too. And with the emergence of Peyton Watson, if he could get consistent, this team would be absolutely ridiculous. And when you get Christian Braun back, the depth is looking amazing. It's going to get there. This is very reminiscent of the Denver Nuggets, who went out there and put a ring on it, ladies and gentlemen. Denver Nuggets at 6. At our number 5, we have the Houston Rockets, who went on a little streak without Kevin Durant, missing for some personal problems. I'm not sure what they are. I'm not going to go looking for him. Let the man live his life outside the court. Missing KD due to some personal problems, 3-0 on the week without their potential number one option, with a massive win over the Golden State Warriors. This team is a team that I can see giving OKC some business, because how physical they play defense, it's either going to hurt them or help them against OKC. But you got guys like Amin Thompson coming full circle. You got all your role players coming full circle. You are a little banged up, but when you look at I always try to say his name wrong. Alperen Sengun. This is a dude who is just getting better and better, not only as the seasons go on, but as the year goes on. He's learning so much from Kevin Durant. You can already see. He's learning how to take over on the offensive side of the court. He's learning how to take over on the defensive side of the court. He's really learning how to go out here and be the field general for this team. I see a lot of people compare him to Nikola Jokic, and everyone's like, oh, he's not there. He'll never be there. Do y'all know how young this dude is, and at what age Joker started going off? I never knew Joker was as old as he is. I thought he was super young because we really just started hearing about him 4 or 5 seasons ago. He's in his 30s, right? I believe he's in his 30s. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know how old Joker is down in the comments. That being said, Sengun has so much potential on a team that is very young. You got your draft picks. Do you have your draft picks? Hold on, I might be wrong. I forgot what you traded for Katie. It's really young. It's got a lot of potential. The Houston Rockets have an absolute star in Alperen Sengun and Amin Thompson. At number 4, if I can get this graphic off the screen, dear Lord, I'm having problems. The New York Knicks, Big Bodega Cat and the boys. I don't know why I love Cat. He's not only one of my favorite people on the court, he's one of my favorite people off the court too. He's literally just one of the boys. He can get a little zesty sometimes, which there's nothing wrong with that. I love the zesty Cat edits. They are hilarious. He's better than me. I would make it my whole personality. It's absolutely hilarious. The Knicks going 4-0 on the week. That is absolute ridiculous with what part of the season it is. It's cup season. You're playing deep. You got injuries. You don't have guys on the court, but let off the big back of big Jalen Brunson and big Bodega Cat. This team is going out here and proving the haters wrong, being our number 4 team on our, and I want to say Cat, just again, more praise, dominating on the offensive and defensive side, playing both ways, getting up, getting down court, defense, scoring, whatever you need him to do, grab the boards, score the ball, hand out the rock. This is a elite dude in this league. And that's without even talking about Brunson, one of the most clutch, one of the best scorers in the league. At number 3, we have my Los Angeles Lakers, the return of the king, ladies and gentlemen. I say the return of the king. He's actually out again for a foot injury and time management. This foot injury that has been hindering LeBron for the last 3 years of his career. I don't know if it's an excuse to give him time management. I'm all here for LeBron sitting out as long as he needs to, because what we have in Luka the Don and AR-15 is absolutely insane. And when I tell you, Austin Reeves might be a top 10 player in this league. Go look at the stats. Go look at the play. Even without Luka on the court, he went a little stretch without LeBron and Luka. Took over the team, became the field general, and was absolutely hooping, propelling his team to be better. And this is a guy in AR who can hit the open jumpers, who can hit the contested jumpers, who can take you in, draw the foul, and get the and one. AR needs to get paid. We need to pay this man. This is an essential piece for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is all without talking about Luka, the Don, who we talked earlier, averaging last week 37 points, is absolutely ridiculous. Beating your old team, beating dogs all across the league. Are they going to be able to compete with the Oklahoma City Thunder? I think as long as they keep playing physical teams that drive the paint, it is only going to help them play the Oklahoma City Thunder down the stretch and in a potential playoff run. But we need to get LeBron James healthy. We need to keep Luka the Don healthy. And I don't even think this is Austin Reeves' peak. And we got guys on the bench that are starting to show up. And a guy I want to show some love to, because no one's really showing a lot of love to him. And I hated on him at the beginning of the season. I'm not going to lie. DeAndre Ayton is a damn dog. He's a damn dog, boys. And I knew LeBron coming back was going to excel him as a player. And I knew playing with LeBron, practicing with LeBron, was going to excel him as a player, but not of this caliber. The defense he's playing, the offense he's playing. Let's get a round of applause for DeAndre Ayton, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a round of applause for him. At number 2, the Detroit Pistons, still going out here, doing what they do, being a dominant physical team, scoring the rock, and willing their way to victory night in and night out with physicality and absolute buckets. Can this team stay at the top? Will they be able to continue all season playing this level of physical defense? I think they will. I think the Detroit Pistons are going to go into playoffs and make some noise. Now, I get we're only 6 weeks into the season. Anything can happen, and there's a long way to go. I think the Detroit Pistons have the ability to go out here and beat the teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, beat the teams like the Los Angeles Lakers. I think they could go out here and beat the teams like the Denver Nuggets, because the level of physicality they play with is beyond any other team in this league. And at number 1, the reigning. I got to put my sunglasses on for this one. And at number 1, the reigning, defending MVP, Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the boys, Chet Holmgren. You haven't even had your team healthy this full season. You just get J-Dub back, who is, Lord have mercy, who is going to come back and make waves on this team. He started a little slow. He's been out 6 weeks of basketball. Going to take a little bit of time to ramp up. The best defensive team in the league. By the way, leading the league in turnovers, not on the offensive side of the ball, forcing turnovers. One of the best rebounding teams, one of the best scoring teams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting back to his roots, getting that little step back jumper in the paint that got him an MVP last year that kind of left him in the playoffs. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. SGA taking his game to the next level. We're not done. Chet taking his game to the next level. Chet's going to be a dog in this league, and I know we have this discussion, and it sounds outlandish, outworldly. Who's better, Chet Holmgren or Victor Wembanyama? All I'm going to say to close out this conversation, someone has a ring, someone can stay healthy. That's all I'm saying. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder at number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our top 10 teams after 6 weeks of basketball. What I need you to do down in the comments. Let me know your top 10 teams. Is there someone that should be in? Is there someone that should be out? Is there someone too high? Is there someone too low? Let us know down in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment.